Hello, it's Vengeance here, and I had a really interesting game today on Watchpoint Gibraltar, which is typically a really bad Juno map, and I've historically very much struggled on this map, although I think having a break definitely did help. But it was a bit of an awkward matchup with the Wrecking Ball, with the Hanzo, with the Genji. A lot of people would crumble playing Juno with this composition. Oh, look at the kick. It's very cool actually. Juno's so cool. A lot of people would struggle with this competition though, especially on this map, and I think I did a pretty good job. So I sort of want to see what I did right, and maybe what even I can improve on, and hopefully you guys are gonna learn something from a guy who's champion. This game is technically, well, I'm not champion yet because I've taken a bit of a break, but this account will be champion again shortly. So let's just see what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully you guys can learn a bit. Skip forward. Playing up on high. Our brig is down here. So this is what we want in terms of a split. We want our other support to be helping in DPS and the tank down here. And we can just be playing up here with our DPS. So this is a really good start. Where am I? There I am. Yep. My aim is definitely a bit shaky, by the way, because I haven't played properly in like a few months. But that's not what we're going to be focusing on today. I sort of want to focus on how I played this map well, maybe even what I can improve on. These torpedoes were not the best, I will say. I probably should have just hung around here, and then I potentially could have glided boosted here, and then hugged the wall and went for a torpedo over here. Because if I hit all of these enemies, then that would be massive. But it's also contextual based on where our wrecking ball is. I think the only criticism I have is I'd probably just wait like a second longer to use these torpedoes because I don't think I really saw that much of a visual threat. Sorry, so just be a bit more patient, you know. That speed ring was very good for me though. It's awkward using a speed ring with a ball, but I think this was pretty good because he ends up getting the speed and that helps with his rotation. And I don't think there's much I can really do with speed in this specific matchup because, well, speeding Break is useful, but she's on the cart right now, so I think it makes sense to speed up all who's in action, and he actually, well, gets the benefit of rotation. So this is fine so far. It's just the torpedoes were a bit goofy. Yep. Hopefully my hands on moves, yeah, that's good. Good job living, using cover. And remember to use that glide boost to reset your heal. That's really important. It's like a new concept with Juno where you can use the glide boost to get the passive health regen, but it's so bloody important. Nice. I like this positioning because our brig's on cart. Remember, what range does brig really strive at? Well, the short range, right? So it makes sense for her to be on cart because, well, if she fights someone on cart, what range is it going to be? Well, short range because they need to contest the cart in order to stop it moving. But Juno benefits a lot from the sort of mid range. I wouldn't say long range. She's actually very flexible with sort of the range capacities that she's able to play. But I think this angle is perfectly okay, so I like this. I think this was a pretty good speed ring because our Genji was on active threat against these guys. I think this is an okay speed ring. I don't think, as long as I'm careful and I've saved my glide boost, I believe. Please tell me I saved, yeah, I've got my glide boost, right? So I'm probably not going to be under any immediate threats. I should be completely okay. I can just back up and live if they do decide to commit a dive on me. So I think this is an okay decision. I keep on messing this up. I can't find, there, I'm F8, okay. Yeah, holding this high ground is really good on Juno. I really like this. Yeah, just shoot at what I can from this position because the positioning's like been done really well, and I don't really have a good reason to rotate. You could look at this and feel like maybe I could rotate to help these guys, but that's a bit of a stretch, and it's a 2v1 against a single Cassidy. I mean, if these guys lost that, then I'd be absolutely bewildered, right? So I think this is okay positioning for me. Yeah, Glide Boost was fine. I think it's not the best Glide Boost, but it's okay. I think I was just throwing Speed Ring out for the sake of throwing Speed Ring. And I think like it's useful in this fight, especially since we basically won it. Like my Genji gets it, my Bull's gonna get it. That's gonna help them clean up the kills, so that's okay. That's okay. I think I jump up on high ground. No, I think me and my Brig stay on cart for a bit. Yep. Always thank your other support. This is a hard situation because if they were like, yeah, I think this is fine. It's just I can't really commit to moving forward anymore because if I go like here and I have to use my glide boost to help my Bull, then that means I'll be pretty much screwed. And if they commit to the dive on me, then I'll be dead. So I think playing this conservative position alongside my Hanzo is fine, especially based on where my Brig is. I think if my Bull does end up dying, then it's his fault pretty much, and we can't really do much about that. I think this positioning is really, really good, and it's something like that is like really important when going into dive matchups. Is you really need to sort of play your distance and track like when you think the enemies are going to be jumping on you, sort of being very, very intelligent and sort of like almost predicting the future, because we can't be wasting our glide boost for no reason, and we have to be constantly aware of our surroundings. And I know that these guys have the potential to dive me, so I'm just chill maxing right now. Oh, sorry. I've got a blocked nose, by the way, so sorry for my loud breathing. I think this positioning again is perfectly fine though. My Brig's over there. I'm sort of chilling over here. It's a bit scary with the Winston, but I can always just drop down. And I'm like, notice I'm angled away from my Brig, but I'm in not such a ridiculous position where she can't help me and I can't help her. What do I think of this speed ring? Wisdom was low. I couldn't really see anyone, and I don't think I'm going to get any other usage out of it. And I think I just wanted my Hanzo to finish the kill. It says in this kill feed that the speed ring got partial credit, so you know what? I think it might have hit the Genji, so this was a pretty good speed ring. It's directly tied to action. No issues with that whatsoever. Yep, good job. Let's look at this speed ring. I think the Bull ends up getting it. Do you think this is beneficial for him? Well, I think he's first of all overextending a bit. Sorry, I don't know how you pronounce your name. Mizuaxa. I'm probably that was very butchered. I'm very sorry. But Mizuaxa is a bit too deep. Like our poor Brig has just been on the cart all game. What's our healing numbers? Wait, that's not even bad. She has better healing than me. I've basically done nothing all game. Sometimes your healing numbers are very low on Juno. I think it's like when you don't have a tank to heal, especially when you're playing with a Bull. But I think this speed ring was okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think there's going to be any other usage for it because I'm so far back, and I might as well try and help my Bull a bit. So this is okay. I think I rotate to the right room. And rotating here is really, really important because of the importance of a crossfire. My Brig, again, all the way back here. She's holding a shield. I love Brig players, by the way. They're the best. Shout out to you if you play Brig. But, yeah, it's the importance of a crossfire because our bull needs the support in this situation to sort of have the confidence to hold this position, right? And my presence being here is of the utmost importance, so I can invest resources into him. So yeah, I think this is really, really good. This is a bit of a goofy decision from my bull, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why would he not commit onto the back line? Because I feel like if he went here, we would have just killed this Kiri and we could have killed these guys as well. But instead he just decides to front line a bit. Although it is like close, but I personally, if I was this guy, I would go for the Kiri. But this guy's champion on bull, so he probably knows a bit better than me. But yeah, something to think about. Because it does sort of fuck up my positioning and it makes it a bit more awkward. Yeah, this is good. What happened to our break? Anyways, I think this is fine though. I think the rotation to up top here is really, really good. There's really good vision for torpedoes. I can do a lot from this situation. It's just, this fight has been essentially chaos, so. Well, let me rewind a bit. I messed this up, sorry. Per person. Yeah, this is really, really creative by me. I really, really like this. I think with Juno, you sort of need to be very, I don't know how to describe it, like finicky, like fidgety, you know, like ratty almost, like using double jump to your advantage, double jump glide boosting up here, and double jumping here, and then going here and going for a sneak attack with torpedoes. If you play Juno, then this is a really, really good spot to memorize on Watchpoint Gibraltar because you can get so much torpedo value and you support your teammates in like really unconventional ways that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. Because again, this speed really helps him take less damage. It's going to help him track down a target. This is really, really good by me. No glaze. Well, it's kind of glaze, but I think it was well done, so it's fine. Should I have been more aggressive in this situation? I think there's potential for me to, once I'm done with this, I don't use the torpedoes and I instead go up here and I sort of go for another sneak attack, and with my ultimate, it's going to help our Wrecking Ball get even more value. So I'm starting to think maybe I could have even gone up here and used the ultimate, but I don't think this is necessarily a bad decision. Because I do think we guaranteed the kill on the Winston here. I might be wrong, but let's double check. I mean, yeah, the fight's over, so he doesn't use it. But I think my ultimate sort of secured that, so it's fine. It's fine, honestly. Jump up, jump up. Hopefully I double jump up to high ground. Yes, this is good. This is good. If you're on the last point on Juno and you have an opportunity to retake, then just double jump up here real quick. And this position is just god tier for Juno, right? It's a medium range open sight line where your torpedoes go brrr, right? The best cooldown in the game in terms of dopamine. So fun. Oh, Juno looks pretty cool. I like Juno's design. She's so cool. But yeah, I think torpedoes would have been really, really good here. I don't even think they touch though. Speed ring, nice. See what I said about the torpedoes, right? And then it's just consistent pressure from here, just doing what I can without having the need to rotate necessarily because this position is already good enough. Yeah, good job, good job. I think the second round is a lot more chaotic though, so we'll sort of look at that and see what I can do better. I don't know, well, I think I misclicked those torpedoes. Well, there's something to note with torpedoes is you can like pre-fire them sometimes if you do want to predict, because The cooldown is only 2 seconds if you don't actually lock onto anyone. That includes your allies as well. So I think it was a bit of a misclick, but it's not necessarily the end of the world, you know? Again, I don't think we're going to get another usage for the speed rank, because I sort of assessed that everyone is clumped over here, and the only one in immediate threat is our Wrecking Ball. We sort of want to prevent him from getting hooked, or slept, or bashed, or flashbanged. Wait, they literally went to the full counter composition, right? This is hell for our ball. If I was this guy, I'd be way more conservative. I'd be looking for an engage on the back line, like back here, because this is risky. And I do think he dies because of this, but from my perspective, I think this looks okay because the speed ring is very useful. And we can't really help these guys because what usage are they going to get out of the speed ring, right? So this is good, this is good. Notice how I'm sort of veering towards the side of helping our bull, because we see our teammates with a 3 stack over here. Ideally, like our Genji should be contesting a short range off angle, maybe like here almost, or maybe like here. But that's not always a given in your ranked games, right? Your teammates aren't always necessarily going to be intelligent enough to sort of take those aggressive off angles. But I want to help my bull, who's actually taking like visual aggro right now, and me being here is very, very useful, because if I was this guy, I would be present and sort of rotate to this direction. I don't think he does, which is a bit of a mistake from him, but I don't think it kills him. Yeah, that's just his fault, honestly. That was just a bit of misplay by him, not my fault. Speed ring? Nice. Again, speed ring, because the hog is down there. This guy needs as much help as possible in order to avoid these threats. I think, where do I rotate from here? I think this position is fine because we can sort of pocket a heal break up here. But we're not directly stacked on top of her because we can also help these guys down here. So this is really, really good by me. The glaze is crazy. I know. Oh, those torpedoes. Oh my god, they're dopamine. Let's reflow those torpedoes. That felt so good. Oh my goodness, that felt good. Obviously, a good torpedoes. Torpedoes are quite a basic cooldown, to be honest. Just like if there's a large quantity of people in front of you, then shoot them. It's just like the angling is more difficult because your torpedo value directly correlates with how good your angle is. So yeah. And because my angling is relatively good, that makes the torpedo usage really good as well. Nice. I think I would be... My ball goes down here. I was about to say, if my ball rotated over here and he was looking for a slam engage over here, then I probably would have rotated alongside him and sort of like got a bit cheeky and maybe even gone for a flank down here. But our ball's there. So I think this is a bit of an off angle. This is definitely conservative. And we can't really see anyone. But our ball shouldn't really commit into here because he's just going to get screwed if he goes really, really early. And there's no real incentive to because you're not going to get anything out of it. So I think patience is just like the key thing here. We don't need to worry about moving forward necessarily because that's just going to get us killed, sorry. Yeah, that was just a goofy decision. That was just goofy by my ball, I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what the play is here. Well, I think I shit on this tracer low-key. Well, I go for this torpedo. Shit on. I think I'm gonna jump. Yeah, this is good. Maybe I should have, in hindsight, I should have just shot her, then jumped up here, and then gone for a torpedo over here, because we hit our brig, we hit the other enemy brig, we could have hit the tracer simultaneously as well, and we would have forced recall, so that would have been really, really powerful. But yeah, this is fine though, honestly. This is a bit of a cheeky play, and it's not conventional for support to do, but I'm marking a tracer, so it's not the most unproductive thing in the entire world. Although maybe I should have backed up, but it's fine. I think I went for the torpedo at the end, but I didn't get it off. It's fine. This was like such a weird fight because my tank is. Oh, my tank's dead again. There are like. I mean, we've got P. Diddy in this room, and I'm not even gonna say. We've got Diddy in the room getting like my ball's getting absolutely harassed right now. I don't think I can move here safely. I sort of wanted to help my DPS, but my DPS weren't really doing anything. I think if anything, I would have been a bit more aggressive and double jumped over here and helped my Genji just secure this kill on the brig a bit sooner. Although I do believe I do commit to that a bit later on. Yeah, when I hit the blade, I think never mind. I probably should have just moved forward a bit more. Oh, this was goofy, man. I think if I'm going to go for this play, then I can maybe double jump on here and sort of go for a torpedo attack here, because the Cassidy would have actually ended up dying and I wouldn't have given up my life. So I would have double jump, glide boost, sneak attack, over here. This is a bit of a dumb decision by me. Don't replicate this, guys. Don't replicate this. Oh my goodness. My brain just got destroyed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Dude, this is like why helping Bull is so weird, because you can't predict where his next piece of movement is going to be. He's going to be like, oh, I'm here. Oh no, I'm stretching angles and actually going here. This is like, if this was a Sigma, then I just speed ring him and he just like move straight forward in a straight line where he'd go from here to here. So it's a bit annoying. I think I need to wait for my dive tank to commit a cooldown in order to use speed ring, or I don't use speed ring on them whatsoever. I think that's a criticism that I have. You sort of have to wait for them to commit a movement cooldown, because if you're not in voice chat, you can't really predict what they're going to do next. So, sorry to think about. I like this ult though, because this is a very compressed space, and I saw my balls here, and we had an opportunity to kill the hog, and I don't think we kill this guy if we don't commit the ultimate. So I think this is a really, really good decision by me. How do I live this, by the way? Oh, I think the rally and the orbit saves me. Oh no, we didn't even pop rally, so it's just orbit. I missed like every shot. Oh, W by me though, coming in clutch from my hand zone. I think it's okay to switch lanes there, because I don't think I'm going to win this 1v1 versus the Tracer based on my abysmal aim. Plus, there's not that much verticality in this position, and switching lanes gives me a much more favourable position, and I actually get to help my teammate. My hands probably wouldn't be dead if I couldn't have helped kill the brig, and as well as healing him, so I think this was a good decision by me. Yep. Oh. I think I go for the torpedoes immediately. Yeah, this is a good torpedo by me. Unfortunately, I think it's just a bit unlucky, and I'm not Kiriko, so I can't really save this fight. But a very good attempt with the torpedoes, and I think the angle is also very, very good. And I'm playing it very, very conservatively. So I'm relatively, maybe I could have been like here in hindsight, a bit closer to cover, but I think it's okay. And I get better vision for torpedoes slightly over here anyways. So. Great speed ring though. Again, we're tying it directly to action. We're not using it for no specific purpose, right? Remember, when we're thinking about speed ring, we're thinking about the difference between a reactive and a predictive speed ring. And we always want to be reactive. That always needs to be some sort of threat or ultimate that we can kite, or we need to use it aggressively or defensively. I'm not going to throw it over here because there's no one over here, right? It's common sense, but we need to tie it directly to action, right? Our Brig is going to benefit from this when she passes through. Our Genji is going to benefit through this. This is really, really good. And it sort of helps the team fight. The torpedoes and the speed ring having a massive carry here. This is basically as powerful as like an Ana grenade if you think about it, right? This is really, really good. And this pretty much saved this fight. How did that not hook me? I think I'm just a genius with my cover usage. That's all I can say. Yeah, good torpedoes. Dude, my aim is so bad these days. I've got to hit up the Kovacs, low-key. I love this angle though. I love that you guys probably would have, when we're over here and we see our team migrating over here, we probably would have just instinctively decided to drop down, but we maintain our verticality, we maintain our off angle, and we decide to go for the torpedoes over here, which gives us an insane leverage point. So it's a continued progression of our angle instead of just staying in the same position once. This is really, really good. Yeah. Oh, this is awkward, man. I think I'm trying my best out of my ball, but yeah, I think I did everything I could. So this is fine. Get out. I think my main criticism there was I just hung out in the middle of the open a bit too long. This Cassidy, he doesn't have Silver Bullet yet, but if he had Silver Bullet, I would be kind of screwed because I decided to hang out in the middle of the open instead of immediately migrating to cover. So if I could do this again, I'd probably just commit more so into going into here, right? Should we have helped our Brig or should we have helped the front line? I don't think either decision are bad based on my specific oh my goodness, I cannot speak. I don't think both are bad based on my specific position as a consequence of the term convenience-based responsibility. So that was like a really complicated sentence for no reason. But what I mean by convenience-based responsibility is just doing what's convenient and doing what's close to you. I think these are pretty much equal distance, and it's also threatening if this guy backcaps, right? I mean, really don't want that to happen. So I think both would have been fine, and our Brig and our Genji should be able to win this against the Tracer. Although I've met some idiotic people who generally lose like 2v1s to a Tracer, and it just blows my mind. I mean, I lose 2v1s to a Tracer sometimes, so I don't know why I'm talking. But I think both decisions are fine. I think both are fine. I think maybe my criticism would be I could drop down here, race it over here, although the Tracer is still a threat. So I honestly think just parking myself here for a little bit is completely okay. I think it's okay. It's just we can think about rotating later on for sure though. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can't really help our Genji as much as I'd like to because of it. Yeah, I think this angle is really good. Like, this is cheeky. We do this with triple jump. We can get some really big value torpedoes. As long as I do this conservatively, this is insanely annoying for the enemies. And my attention isn't really on healing at this specific moment because the enemies haven't really walked forward. So I'm just trying to delay them, basically. And none of our teammates are under immediate distress, so I think this is okay. But yeah, this is really good. What was that speed ring, though? What was I thinking with this speed ring? Let's look this back. That was a bit of a goofy speed ring because I probably could have turned around and used it over here. So that's a bit of a mistake by me because these guys would have benefited from it because they're going to be less likely to be hit with the Roadhog's hook. So a bit of a bad decision by me. I mean, I was just concerned for my break though. Like, I always want to help my other support. So, yeah. It's just awkward. It's just awkward. But I think I'm doing an okay job at balancing the two. It's just the speed ring could have been way better because I didn't actually get any value out of the speed ring. It's okay to use speed ring selfishly sometimes, but if you're going to hit someone else with the speed ring, then it's a no bloody brainer. You might as well do that, right? I think I ult this again. Again, this is like a compressed piece of space where these heroes are really good in tight spaces. Like, Rakibu, Genji, these heroes are insane here, and if we just use this, then we clean up basically. Maybe we would have won without it, but I honestly didn't know that my Hanzo was gonna ult, so this is okay. That's unfortunate. I think, yeah, that's okay. Not my fault. Well, kind of, but it's okay. Is the Tracer still back there? Oh my goodness, this is so goofy. She's done basic. Well, she has done a lot because she's very annoying, so I'll give her that. I mean, that's just the bull's fault. I didn't think it was gonna do that, right? That's okay. Spear goes for my bull, that's fine. I think I kind of cook with these torpedoes actually, because I could have looked at this and gone for the Roadhog, but I think based on the fact that there were two squishies over here and that my Genji went demon mode on them, this is fine, and I'd rather win the fight than win the point, right? Like, how I'm not going to be able to realistically live if I try to touch this, and even if I do try and touch, he's got the whole hog, so he's just going to boot me back. So I think trying to win the fight was definitely the best decision I could have done here, and it's an extension of convenience-based responsibility because it's also the closest thing I could have done. So notice how the best play a lot of the time you can do is the one that's closest to you, and that's because you plop yourself at an actually good angle. So first you get the good angle, and then you do whatever is good from that angle, right? And then you're cooking, basically. That's all you do in Overwatch, right? That's okay, though. That was a really, really good try. I mean, this trace is still on me. No, it's fine. I like me going here, actually. Like, if my team was over here, then this would be insanely goofy because there's no real escape route because I'm not Kiriko. If I was Kiriko right now and I was just doing some chip healing, chip damage, and my team were back here, then that'd be okay because I'm snappy enough to get back there. But Juno isn't snappy enough with her mobility. But in this circumstance, this is a good decision because our teammates are pushed up here. So I'm actually going to have an escape route because the enemies are over there. So this is fine, this is fine. Oh, I don't know why my hands are back here though. Oh, it's coming back for spawn, never mind. I'm just being a dick for no reason. Yeah, good speed ring. Probably not the greatest torpedo in hindsight, although if I think I hit my Genji simultaneously, then that would have been a lot better. So I think it's just taking the extra 0.5 seconds and hitting the Genji as well. I think that's what I could have done to improve. In hindsight, maybe I just leave my bull because I think he still lives in this situation, and I just take. If this Cassidy was a lot better, like I don't think he's having the best game in the Offense 0, 11 and 12. I think this Cassidy was a bit better. I might have been a bit screwed there, you know. So I think I just chill max. Maybe just not use my glide boost. Again, if my bull is gonna commit this deep into the backline, it's sort of his responsibility to live, not mine. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay, this is why triple jump is so good. Watch this, right? Imagine if I had faster blaster here. My HP would have been way lower because I would have been down here. And as a consequence, damage fall off would have got me. I would have been dead. This is why you take triple jump, guys. It's better in duels. Even though faster blaster seems like the better 1v1 perk, trust me. Triple jump, you just gotta take it, man. Trust me, trust me. I mean, I make this so expensive. Like, I freaking killed this Tracer. I don't know why. She's an idiot for peeking this. No offense, Spectre. That's a cool name. No offense, because I would have been dead if she didn't peek this. But, you know, it's fine. Because I got the kill. That's what I'm as. That's what I'm as. That was so goofy, though. That's why you take triple jump. That's why you take triple jump. Okay, how do we win this game? What do I do from here? I think I go for the orbit as soon as the Cassidy ultimate ends. Brigitta's here, so she's going to benefit from that. Alternatively, we could have also swung wide and gone for the flank. So we could have dropped down here and then orbited, like, we're standing here, and then we orbit this direction and then go for the torpedoes. But I think both are fine, honestly, because they need to move in this direction. Our Wrecking Ball is likely going to slam these people in, and they're going to get benefit from the ultimate anyway. So both are fine, both are fine. Yeah, it's all about proximity, right? Because threat, because they needed to move in this direction. So both would have been fine, actually. Both probably would have ended up here. Maybe I could have got a bit more immediate value if I went here. At least Cassidy would have died sooner. But I think both are fine. Both are fine decisions. Yeah, good game. That was a really, really fun one. I hope you learnt a lot. That was a very, very fun video to make. If you want for me to coach you on Juno or any support for 1 hour free, then there's going to be a cool link in the description if you want to click that, and you can work with me one-on-one, and I'll help you. I hope you had an amazing time watching this video, though. Have an amazing rest of your day, and ask in the comments if you have any questions whatsoever. Bye-bye.